I drank a beer. I drank another beer.
And welcome back into the Beers and Balls Show. My name is Eddie, and I'm also joined by my co-host, as always, Drew. How the hell are ya?
I'm doing good, man. About to be doing great.
Wait,
Gotta eat this dub.
what's gonna make it great?
We're gonna get this dub. They ain't ready in San Fran.
They're not
They ain't
ready?
for the Carolina Panthers. They ain't ready for this. Keep pounding. They ain't ready.
You know what I need our viewers to be ready for? I need our viewers to be ready to like, comment, and subscribe down below. We are doing a giveaway at 300 subscribers. I'm talking about the 300 Spartans, King Leonidas, and we're doing a giveaway. Not sure what it is yet. It's either going to be an Xbox gift card. What? A PlayStation gift card. What? An NFL shop gift card. What? That'll depend once we cross that threshold. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below. You definitely want to be a part of this because we got some big things coming. I mean, we're getting halfway through the year, but we got some big things coming all across all parts of the Beers and Balls Show. Now, Drew, I want to talk about the Packers and the Vikings. How much of the Packers and the Vikings did you watch, if you watched at all?
To be honest, I didn't watch it all. I watched the highlights, but there wasn't much to watch from what I saw the score and from the highlights. I mean, J.J. McCarthy is pretty bad. It's have the number one receiver in the league. I mean, that's pretty pitiful. They beat themselves. They had a lot of bad plays. You know, nothing really to work for. That special teams horrible play, 2 turnovers.
Weapon.
Yeah, Michael Parsons was just running him over. I mean, what did you think? I mean, this went exactly how you probably thought it would.
It did. And I said, last time we were on together, I said, J.J. McCarthy is shit. And to that point, I was right. And to that point, another thing that I am correct about 100 times out of 100 is I enjoy myself an ice-cold beer. What? So whatever you're drinking, Drew, and whatever you're drinking at home, let's have a beer. Let's have a drink. Let's have a glass of water. Who gives a shit? Let's just all enjoy it together. Team on me, team on 3, we drink on 3. Boom. And to that point, exactly what you said, J.J. McCarthy is not ready to be an NFL quarterback. He's just not. And I don't know, really, because he's got a lot of zip on the ball. When he throws it, he's throwing a Randy Johnson fastball when he throws it. He does. He's got great zip on the ball. I just don't know if Kevin O'Connell trusts him or not because they ran the ball a lot. Their first half execution, made sense. They ran the ball well with Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason. Then Aaron Jones kind of disappeared in the second half.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the main thing what was able to help y'all is because he's a rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterbacks have
rookie in the sense he's only started 5 games. It's his second year,
yeah, I'm sorry.
But he's only started.
Rookie, what I meant, my bad. So, rookie quarterbacks, they have trouble diagnosing, NFL defenses in real time. It takes a couple years, and you guys have a really good pass rush, especially with the best pass rusher in football, Micah Parsons. I mean, you guys can only rush. You only need to rush 4 and just sit back and try to make him beat your coverage, and he couldn't. And Micah Parsons was getting through. Y'all were letting him just kind of get a little head start and blow through people, and man, he was getting after it today. And J.J. McCarthy looked hesitant and scared. I mean, the only thing he really threw was check downs, and everything else he threw was a pick or a turnover. It seemed like. So.
Yeah, and it was exact. When we were talking earlier this week, probably Tuesday or maybe Thursday, I had talked about how Justin Jefferson was gonna be a problem, and it doesn't matter who's doing. I could be quarterback, and Justin Jefferson would be a problem. It all depended on how he got his yards, and of those 46 yards, not one of them made a difference in the game at all. Not a single one made a difference. And I give a lot of credit. I give a ton of credit to our defensive line. And as much as credit I give to our defensive line, I have to give credit to the secondary because they work in tandem. We had one of our better corners, Keyshawn Nixon, go out early. I think right before the second half. Yeah, right before the second half, he went out. So Kamal Hayden came in, and that dude played with some juice. That guy came in and played with some juice. In all aspects, it shouldn't have mattered who's at quarterback. when you're playing with these perceived corners, no top dogs at corner, you should be able to throw the ball around. But they didn't because this defensive line did so good. And for Jeff Hafley, this was the exact game plan he wanted to play. Go ahead, run the ball. We open it up for you. Please, go run. We don't mind you running the ball. But when you decide to pass, when we get you in those pass situations, because the Vikings, they were run, pass, and only pass if J.J. McCarthy could make the throw, and he just wasn't able to make the throw because there was always somebody in his face.
Yeah, definitely. And they weren't really able to get their run game going, and their offense was just stagnant, and defense didn't look too good either. I mean, they didn't really have much to go for. I mean, and
the open field tackling was fucking fantastic, man. The open field tackling by the Green Bay Packers, because there was a lot of times where JJ was able to find somebody kind of open, and it was like a one-on-one, and the Packers were able to come in and really close that tackling up and make a great play on the ball. They did fucking awesome with that. I mean, no free shout-outs, but shout-out to Isaiah McDuffie. I mean, that guy came to play with one of our better linebackers out, our leading tackler, and Quay Walker not playing today. Isaiah McDuffie, who's done it for years. He is that gritty. You know, you're not going to look at him as the most athletic guy on the field. You're not going to say he needs to be on the field all 3 downs. But when you're tucked into a corner and you need a guy to come in and sustain that physicality, he came in and did that. I mean, he laid some killer blows on big downs.
Yeah, you had a bunch of other guys step up today. I mean, you had your backup running back come in there and ball out over 100 yards rushing.
Just sliced him too.
Yeah.
Hey, and let's give a shout out to Carl Brooks too. The running back, I think his name's Carl Brooks. It's Brooks. I don't know what his first name is, but Brooks. Maybe Carl Brooks. I know we got a Carl Brooks on defensive line too, so I don't know if that's his first name on Carl Brooks, but he's number 30. He's backup running back. He is the epitome of any wannabe running back that wants to play in the NFL. He is the epitome of what you need to do to not have all the athletic traits, not have all the athletic ability, but to be able to make a 53-man roster because you can go and block. You can be a blocker. You're an extension of the offensive line when you're in the game, and that's exactly what Brooks brings to this Packers offense on big third down plays.
Yeah. So your running back stepped up. So you had a lot of guys in the guy on special teams on that punt. Pushing that guy back into the ball.
It wasn't even that. It was Daniel Whelan looked like prime Tiger Woods on that punt. That motherfucker had some backspin on it. It hit about the 3-yard line, bounced back into the Vikings receiver, hit him right in the dome, and we were able to get right on it. And as much as I hate special teams, and I hate kickers, but a punter, that's not a kicker. Our punter is fucking Daniel Whelan, the fucking Ireland fuck, has been great all year. And he's been on the team for a few years. And this is usually the time that he starts to kind of regress a little bit. It gets a little bit colder, a little bit harder to kick, hang time and whatnot. But he has been fucking awesome all year. Yeah. And he continues. Even there was even another one when the Packers started on the 2-yard line. We got like 20 plus yards. We got up to about the 20, had to punt, and he kicked it, flipped field to where the Vikings are starting on the 20 now. Which was just a kicker is great. I think a punter's better.
Yeah. No, definitely. But you got to give the punter credit, but I also give that corner credit for he.
That was Evan Williams. Evan Williams discovered that.
He was definitely heads up.
Hustle. That's hustle plays right there. It's hustle points. We talk about it in basketball. Hustle points. It's the same thing in football. You get your hustle points. Get your ass down there.
He could have. He could have tried to shed him and go for the ball, but he saw the ball coming towards him.
Yeah,
He locked on.
he
And
could
just
even
kinda pushed him towards it.
he could even just coasted a little bit after he saw the fair catch. It was like, oh, I see this gimmick all the time. I'm just gonna coast it because it's probably in the end zone. But no, they gave a full effort on that one, and there was, special teams all day. Rich Bisaccia, holy shit, he actually came up to what he's worth. There wasn't one special teams flaw all game long. I don't even know how many penalties the Packers have. I think they maybe had like 2 or 3. It was a complete fucking game from the Green Bay Packers today. It was a complete fucking game.
A lot of deep 3rd and 10 kind of passes that Jordan Love made. I saw a crazy one. He just kind of chucked up perfect.
Right to Dontavian Wicks, right in the middle. Yep.
Yeah, and
but that's just recognition and understanding the defense, though. That's just knowing where he's at and where he needs to get the ball to, and trusting that his guy is going to be right where he needs to be.
Yeah, that's good football, man. That's how you got to be. He does take aggressive throws too, so I like his style, man. He goes for it, and it pays off more often than not.
That's why you pay him the big money.
That's a winning formula right there.
That's why you pay the man the big bucks. But the thing that I want to talk about the most with this Packers offense that really separated this game from literally all the rest this season, and I think they did it specifically for this Brian Flores Minnesota defense, is because Brian Flores is a very, very aggressive defensive coordinator. He loves to send blitzes, send the house, send everybody. But it only works in his favor when he has time to set it up and he knows kind of the packages or formations. But what the Packers did such a really, really good job on is getting that first down win. And what I mean by a first down win is like 5 or more yards and then getting right back on the ball. Getting right back on the ball, keeping that same formation out there, and not allowing Brian Flores to get into this double mug defense, allowing him to get in these exotic blitz formations, and really making him stay in a stale defense. I think that was the absolute bar raiser for this Packers offense, is really keeping that defense in a vulnerable position, so that we could keep doing what we want to do, and they have to stay in exactly what they want to do, or what they were in. It was just such a really good job by Matt LaFleur again, a second week in a row. I didn't have to call plays for him. Mm-hmm. I had my wristband on. I had my little coaches thing on. I was ready. To call the plays. Yeah. Matt LaFleur did a damn good job. He called the same run play like 6 straight times, and they still couldn't stop it. He stayed within himself. He didn't get emotionally too high or too low. He just stayed within his fucking self. And that's all he needs to do, is just stay within his left and right boundaries and push on.
Well, you guys certainly dominated. Division rival at home, beat them up, send them home packing, crying. I know that feels good. Let's take a drink.
We need to.
Cheers, man. Well, there's one team that's won. It's our turn.
Well, you know what? I wish the Giants or the Steelers would have helped us at least a little bit. I don't know. Did you?
Man, why didn't Rodgers play?
You know what? I had sent you the text message before, and I saw a tweet, and I thought, no, Matt, he's definitely playing after this. There's no chance he's not. He's walking around the stadium, give him the old bird to cameraman with his right hand. I think if it would have been, I don't know. They would have won if Rodgers played, though. There's just no way Rodgers loses. And I had a weird thought this morning, too, and I'm glad you brought that up. I had a weird thought. If Rodgers was to play another year, right, because he's only on a 1-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Only on a 1-year deal. And, Mike McCarthy, his former coach in Green Bay that he won a Super Bowl with, is probably going to get a head coaching gig next year. I don't know where, right? You don't know where. You can pick any team you want to, just that team. Right? Let's say Tennessee. Let's say Mike McCarthy signs on with Tennessee, right? Does Aaron Rodgers play another year? Because, things mean a lot to Aaron Rodgers. He's a very sentimental guy. He started his career with Mike McCarthy. Does he end his career with Mike McCarthy? Let's say if he goes to Tennessee.
I thought he had like bad what's it called? Like I thought him and Mike McCarthy were beefing.
No, they love each other, man. Like they were beefing at the end of their time, but now they love each other. And Mike McCarthy runs the exact offense for Aaron Rodgers. Because I woke up with this, which is just weird to even think about. I woke up and I was like, oh, you can get Mike McCarthy, you can get Campo to be your offensive line coach, you can get his old quarterback coach in there, Tom Clements. Like, is there a franchise willing to hedge 1 year on like an Aaron Rodgers, retirement tour for a year?
I mean, I guess if your team needs ticket sales, but other than that, I mean,
and it would make sense in a place like Tennessee where Cam Ward needs to learn how to play quarterback. You got all the money in the world at Tennessee. You got all the money. You can bring in whoever you fucking want to in Tennessee. Right? You can bring in anybody. You can sign all the free agents and still have money to blow. You bring in Aaron Rodgers for a year, playing a really bad division. Something I was thinking about. It was just something I woke up with this morning. Like, hey, you can get Campo as an OC. Got big Mike McCarthy there. It just feels right for Aaron Rodgers to finish his NFL career with Mike McCarthy. It just feels right because of how sentimental he is to the romance of football. Like, it is just so romantically put together. Like, it's like I just see it happening. We could look back at this, next March and be like, oh, yeah, Eddie's a fucking idiot for thinking that. But I just see it as like a possibility that he wants to – I think he wants to, one, play Green Bay again. I think he wants to play in Green Bay as an away team, for one. And I think he wants to finish it with Big Mike. Because no other coach in his entire stretch has had the same impact as Mike McCarthy has had. So it's like it only makes sense.
I think he's going to retire.
You think he might just be done?
Yeah.
My thing is, I just don't know if this cynical asshole can go retire knowing that there's only one NFL team he's never beat, which is the Green Bay Packers. He's beaten all other 31 teams. He has never beaten the Green Bay Packers. I just don't know that he has enough goal inside of him to be like, I could walk away. Like, he's not a John Cena retirement tour. He's like retire. And then here comes March, and the workouts start happening, and free agency opens up, and I think I'll play. I think I got a little bit more in me.
I don't know, man. It's kind of like if that's what he's coming back for, I don't see why a team would want him. It's like you're not trying to win us the Super Bowl. You just want to beat Green Bay.
You know what? Rodgers has that effect. He has that hope effect where it's like you get this sumbitch because he's playing great football. There's no doubt about it. Like, he just doesn't have any weapons in Pittsburgh. He just doesn't have any. He's got DK, and that's it.
Yeah, he's got DK Metcalf, the Austin Ridley, not Austin Ridley, Austin Riley or whatever his name is.
Shout out Kyle. Shout out Kyle and Austin.
Yeah. What's that dude's name?
Calvin Austin. Yeah, but that ain't no fucking weapon, man. But let's get back. Alpha Rodgers. We're spiraling. We're spiraling on Aaron Rodgers. What I want to tell you is, Christian Watson is ready to become a superstar receiver in this league.
What's he waiting on?
Targets?
You can trade him to Carolina. We'll give you Xavier Legette.
I mean, that's basically changing out one target for another target. But no, for real, Christian Watson is doing more. Going into this year, the whole parameter around Christian Watson is that, he's just a deep threat guy. That's all he is. Throw it deep. He's going to spread the field, and then it opens up everything underneath for everybody else. He's changed a lot this year to where, he's hitting them on the out routes. I mean, his hands are about as sure as Elmer's glue right now. I mean, he is just sticking on to everything. He had 5 catches today, and I was bitching, and I was griping about him getting more targets. And even 5 is not enough. 5 receptions is not enough. He needs more. He needs more. He is head and shoulders above every receiver you have in that room. He's headed, even when Jaden Reed comes back, he's still head and shoulders above all of them. The offensive passing game needs to revolve through him. It was through Tucker Kraft, but now he's gone. The whole passing game needs to go through Christian Watson and Christian Watson alone. It needs to funnel through him because he's not only your most dynamic receiver, but at this point, he's your best catching receiver, best possession catch receiver, best deep ball catching receiver. He's your best everything, and it needs to begin and end with him. And if anybody else gets open along the way, that's great. That's fine. Christian Watson needs Devontae Adams treatment, where he is the number one target. He's your first look and your last look on every single pass play.
You hear that, Matt LaFleur? Pay attention.
I mean, I can't break it down any more simple than that. He's proven it. It's not like this guy's dropping 2 or 3 passes a game. I mean, this guy's got Gorilla Glue for mitts. He's catching everything. And he's blocking. He's doing everything he needs to do. You block, you get the rock. He blocks, he doesn't get the fucking rock. It's like Christian Watson is living in a communistic fucking offensive system with the Green Bay Packers where he does everything right, but yet he doesn't get the fucking ball. We have all these weapons. Even the run game worked today, but we have all these weapons. We should just be throwing it down the field. Throw it down the fucking field. I'm still mad about that. We got a great win today. I'm still mad about it. Throw the fucking ball. Throw the fucking ball down the field. The offensive line did good enough today to vertically pass the ball down the field, and they didn't fucking do it. They ran 3 receivers down the field with nobody underneath, and that's why Jordan Love got sacked. They did not match up base fucking play calling. This fucking mastermind named Matt LaFleur, who's supposed to be fucking, a fucking wizard at calling plays and making guys open, he didn't fucking do it for his best receiver. Instead, they want to go a fucking 2-by-1 under center, play action, and fucking everybody just go deep, and we'll fucking figure it out from there. And then Jordan Love gets sacked. Instead of figuring out that he can go a 3-by-2, fucking 5 wide, and literally manufacture him being open. Like, get this motherfucker the ball. He should be getting 8, if not 9, receptions a game because he will just accelerate. He's a catalyst. He is an absolute catalyst to this fucking offense. He injects fucking energy and fucking enthusiasm into this offense, and Matt LaFleur refuses to give the ball. Fuck. Fuck, man. It's just exhausting to see. I mean, you'll see. I hope you don't see it with years to come with Ted McMillan, where it's like, God, just give this guy the ball. Just give him the ball. Like, running Rico Dowdle and fucking Chuba's great. Sure, it's fun. But fucking give the guy we're paying a bunch of money to the ball. Give him the fucking ball. Because this guy will take a 5-yard catch and turn it into a 75-yard touchdown. Just give him the fucking ball. That's the only criticism I have of this game, is just give your best player the fucking ball. And you gave it to Emmanuel Wilson, and Emmanuel Wilson is not your best player. As good as he did, as great as he did, 107 yards rushing, as good as he did, he ain't your best player on offense. He ain't even close. That whole game should have been a 57 to fucking 6. If you just play it through your best players. But no, you want to be fucking conservative because you got a game on Thursday and you want to try and get in and out instead of beating the fuck out of people. You want to just get in and out. And I understand that. That's fine. That's fine. If you want to play for the wild card. That's fine. Why don't you get a fucking offense going, Matt LaFleur? Why don't you get a fucking offense going? Start passing the ball more. Because 21 passing attempts is not enough. for all the weapons you have, because next year we're going to be looking around like, fuck, we only got 4 receivers. When we got 8 right now, we're going to be like, fuck, we don't have enough guys to throw the ball to. Now we got 8. Now we want to run the ball 30 times. God, just like, as much as this game was so good, Drew, it's just exhausting to see the mindset. It's exhausting. We run so much as if we have a rookie quarterback and no receivers on the field. That is what the painstaking thing is to me.
I feel for you, man. I mean, you know you're good when you whoop them out, and then you still complaining.
He's not even necessarily I'm complaining. I just need them to be better. I expect more at this point. I expect more from everything that I've seen.
You don't think Matt LaFleur was just playing it safe just because you guys had a lead pretty much the whole game?
I definitely know he did that because he did, and I get it. And I'm over the fact. I'm over the fact that he's gonna blow people out. I'm over it. It's gone. He's not gonna. It's not in his nature to blow teams out. It's just not. I don't know why. But it's in his. He just does not blow teams out.
He almost won by 20 points. That's a blowout in the NFL.
It wasn't the offense. It wasn't because of the offense. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, it's just our game plan. Let JJ beat you, and God knows he can't. So
dude, they fucking tried. Let's take a beer break, and then we're gonna talk about the Packers defense, and then we're gonna talk about the Panthers and Niners game.
Oh, finally, I was gonna say, man, it's gonna start before we even get to talk about it.
Bathroom. We'll be right back.
Very good.
All right. Hey, welcome back to the show. Now, Drew, let's talk about the Packers defense. There's not a lot to talk about. It's going to be pretty quick, pretty simple. And it starts and ends with Micah fucking Parsons.
Yeah, he was running over that line, man. He's getting a head start and just bowling people over.
Yeah.
Not even fair.
I mean, with when you look at this Packers defense, when it's at its absolute best, it's when they're playing with a lead. And you allow guys like Lucas Van Ness, Rashawn Gary, and Micah fucking Parsons to pin their ears back, not have to worry about the run, and just go straight for the quarterback. And that is the exemplary of what happened in this game. They just teed off and went after J.J. McCarthy all day long. Multiple opportunities to get safeties. They had 2 ops to get a safety.
Close too. Close.
I mean, this defense was forming. This whole Green Bay Packers team, as much as it was an opportunity for them to come into this game to play down to this Minnesota Vikings defense or offense or team in general, they didn't. They understood the assignment. They knew these division games matter. And now they have 4 of the next 6 against division games. They coming out Thursday against the Lions, who barely escaped Jameis Winston in the New York Giants in overtime. And they want to go, and the Packers are coming in hot. Packers are coming in hot against a reeling, almost like Call of Duty Last Stand perk Detroit Lions. What did you see from this defense, and how do you think that it's going to move forward for them?
Yeah, it's pretty much like you said. It was kind of, they were able to let their guys just pin their ears back and go after JJ and just, rush forward, let everybody sit back in that coverage and try to make him beat you with the picking apart your zone, and he just couldn't do it. So, I mean, you guys, your pass rush is getting better and better. I think Micah Parsons is gaining confidence, and I think the defensive coordinator, whoever that is for y'all, is starting to figure it out how to move him around. And like I said, he was kind of getting like head start runs, like they were just kind of letting him kind of be free, run around the line, so teams couldn't really prepare for double teams and call out the double teams like you're usually able to. So, great job by Justin letting him kind of do that. I mean, you guys just look sharp. I mean, JJ was throwing the ball to you every chance he got.
He
I
tried.
think he just wanted to. I think he just wanted to get off the field. I think he just didn't want
Part of
Micah
that,
Parsons
yeah.
to hit him anymore. So
Well, it was just it was just like you said, for all the listeners that may not know, Micah Parsons is only now the second player in NFL history to record 10 or more sacks in his first 5 seasons as an NFL player, and the only other one is Reggie White, the guy he's compared to the Green Bay Packers. And he's only getting started. Like, you have to triple team this guy to take him out. Like, how many times, Drew, did you see in a highlight or a picture or a video of this guy Micah Parsons getting absolutely triple teamed?
yeah, I've seen it a few times. It's pretty crazy.
It's wild. Well,
He's a monster.
You and I,
Yeah.
we love a good win. We love the Packers. We love a win. Let's have a beer break. Then we're gonna get right into the Monday night game. Your Carolina Panthers going 1-on-1 in Santa Clara against those San Francisco 49ers. Cheers. So, Drew, I need to preface this talk. When we talk about the 49ers, I need to preface a few things. I am pulling for the Carolina Panthers more than I have ever pulled for any other team yet this year, because I have such a deep, entrenched hatred for the San Francisco 49ers. I want to see them burn as a franchise, just burn to the ground. And they're starting to do it. I want to see them burn to the ground. And even if I didn't just absolutely hate the 49ers, I love the Carolina Panthers in this spot with these lines. I love it coming off a great game into this game. Like, I am hammering down on the Panthers all day long. I need you to tell me why I'm right.
Because we are ready to win, man. We are ready to show that, we're a playoff team. We're ready to show that we're ready to take this division. We've been the laughing stock for the past, 2, 3, 4 years with, our coaching carousels and all this. And last week we just balled out and beat the hell out of our division rival twice. That there's nothing better than going into your division rival's house and eating the shit out of them. And Bryce having his best game. So, I mean, there's nothing but momentum going on our side right now. I just think, like I said, we're just a scrappy team, man, and we're just gonna fight. And I think we're ready, man. I mean, we're pumped up. We're ready to show the world what we can do. Everyone's calling us phonies. Some people think we're legit. It's time we prove ourselves. We're the underdogs, man, and we play like it. So, all we need is if San Francisco don't bring their A game, they're going to be in trouble. That's all I got to say.
And I definitely agree with that exact sentiment, because San Francisco, they're probably looking over this Carolina Panthers team. They're like, oh yeah, they're 6-5, they're trash. We're 7-4. We've played some good teams. We're in a tough division. We've been through we've been through the fire. Yeah, I just think there's so much on this game when it comes to playoff implications, because the Panthers could be playing for the number 1 seed in the number first place in the NFC South. I mean, looking at this year full scale, we may be later tonight in the Panthers being first in the division. I mean, how does that feel as a Panthers fan, being a possibility after a 7-5 record, the ups and downs so far through this season, seeing Bryce Young be absolute dog shit to being absolute great, to now being we have a chance of hosting a playoff game? I mean, how does that feel for you?
It's ecstatic, man. We haven't been in the playoffs in 10 years. Since that 2015 great season in the Super Bowl. It's been all downhill from there. I mean, I don't even think we won the division since then. Or probably even been in first place for more than a week for 10 years. I mean, it's been a long time coming, man. So I mean, everybody's excited. We're starting to get on, and I also have a deep hatred for San Francisco because it seems like all their fans are everywhere but fucking San Francisco, and I'm tired of them fucking packing out our stadium. And every time they come and play here, everybody's wearing red, and it makes me angry as a motherfucker. Go back to San Francisco and cheer for these motherfuckers. Don't come over here and cheer. Just like you Buffalo Bills fans, you're doing the same shit. Why are you here? Why are you here? Go back to Buffalo if you want to cheer for Buffalo. Tired of this.
I get now. Let's break it down from off. Let's look at the offense first. Obviously Bryce is gonna have to, try and match. Maybe is the word. Last week's performance, but outside of that, I mean, where do your wins have to come on offense? Is it through the run game, or are your receivers gonna have to put you over the top to kind of get you the advantage this game?
It's got to it's got to be the run. I mean, because if it's not the run, then it's going to be Bryce. So I want to say the rest of the season is basically on Bryce. It's his season to win for us. So I'm putting mainly the weight on him. Like I said, we're a run first team, but I'm not expecting the run to carry the weight of the team the rest of the season. We might win a few more games, but this San Francisco is a good team. I don't think they're going to let us run all over them. I think they're going to come prepared. Teams have seen what we've done and they've prepared adequately by stacking the box and making Bryce throw. So I think we might see a different look this week. So, but I think it like I said, it's the time for Bryce to step up for the rest of the season, put the team on his shoulders, take us to a division win or division you know, banner and take us to a home playoff game. I mean, that's what we need. He is the guy. He is the guy. There's nobody else that I'm putting it on other than Bryce Young.
Which I think
At
is
least for the offense.
absolutely fair. I mean, he's your franchise quarterback. You got to put a lot of weight on him. I put a lot of weight on Jordan Love to go out there and
Mm-hmm.
execute week in and week out. And in these big moments, you expect your guys to go out and do it.
Yeah.
Now we have to talk about it because it's there.
Uh-huh.
Christian McCaffrey, Carolina Panthers. It was just 3 years ago you traded him to San Fran,
Mm-hmm.
which is, absolutely fuck you for that. During that time, it's like, oh wow, you give one of the best running backs to a already stacked team. Fucking thank you.
Yeah.
But how does it feel? He's gonna be on the other side of the field when you watch him tonight. Um, you know, are you gonna be rooting against him, or is it gonna be, God, it's just so good to see you healthy and playing good? I mean, what's kind of the thought process going to be while going through this game?
No, he's not on the Panthers, man. Ain't no love no more. When he got traded, the first year, I was like, oh, it's cool that he's, in the Super Bowl, yada yada. But we're past all that. I don't even think he even probably will call himself a Carolina. He probably considers himself more a 49er than a Panther now.
I don't
So
know.
I mean,
He never wanted to leave Carolina. I think there might be some love there. I think this might be.
maybe.
Do you think this is a personal game for Christian McCaffrey, or is it because the entire regime from when he was traded is gone?
Yeah, I think it's Tower regime. I mean, even the owner has changed. No, I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I might be a little off there, but
I mean, definitely all the
um,
front office changed from when he was traded.
yeah, I can't remember what was he 2017, 2018 when
No,
he
it
got
was it was
drafted.
way it was like 2022. He was traded.
Oh, what? No, he's not on his rookie contract.
No,
He was.
he got paid by the Panthers in 2022 and moved off to the Niners in 2022. Almost certain. You can look it up.
2017. Okay, so he got drafted when we had a different owner. That's like right before Jerry Richardson sold. That was his last year. So yeah, it was a totally different regime, and he was just injury prone. I think he kind of understood. So, and I think it worked out for him. I mean, we've been a struggling team, and we sent him to a playoff contender, and he got to play in a Super Bowl. So I don't think there's any love lost there. I mean, I think he's definitely going to play hard against us. And, I think he definitely wants to win, and that it kind of does make me nervous because our two starting linebackers are out, and Trevin Wallace and Christian Roseboom. And those guys have been our 1 and 2. Trevin Wallace is the one who calls the
I
defensive
know
plays, and
he's the
so
dog. He is the
yeah.
dog. And now who's going to be replacing them?
Dude, I can't remember their name. It's
That's not a good sign. It's not a good
yeah.
sign.
I mean, I will say the one backup. It starts with a C. I mean, he's not bad. He's played okay, but it's tough not having your starting linebacker
For sure,
especially on a prime time game like this. That's especially if another guy goes down, God forbid. I mean, you're really gonna have to dig deep into that linebacker position. I don't know who they're gonna pull out. And then another one that's really bugging me is Cade Mays, our center, who Bryce Young plays so much better when he's under center, is out.
again, did he play
So
last week and now he's out again?
yeah, he did. He did play. Yeah. So
What was
yeah,
wrong with him this
yeah.
time?
His ankle. He's
Hmm.
got an ankle, and he had a full practice Friday, and then Saturday he didn't practice. So I don't know. I guess he hurt.
It could be a rest. It could be a rest. We'll see. I
No,
mean,
he's out.
they already scheduled him out. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's out.
Well, I think the way you're gonna win this game is not on the run game, and I don't think Chua's gonna get a good load. I don't think Rico's gonna get a good load. I think it's all gonna come down to Bryce Young delivering the ball to Tet McMillan, Coker, and Xavier Legette, and they're just gonna have to get it, huh?
Then Tommy Tremble.
And Tommy
Tucker
Tremble.
Kraft.
Yes.
The spirit of Tucker Kraft and Tommy Tremble.
That's right. The spirit of Tucker Kraft and Tommy Tremble. I mean, those were susceptible. I mean, the Niners don't have great interior linebackers. They're without their best Fred Warner. They're without Joey Boza. So Bryce Young should have relatively enough time to deliver the ball. And this 49ers team is not as daunting as they have been in years past. And I think a 7-point spread is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hammering the money line without even thinking. Give me the Panthers money line because I think the Panthers are good enough to beat them straight up. I don't even need the points.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Panthers are good enough to beat them straight up. Just because the Panthers are so young. I mean, they're not the youngest team in football. The Packers are the youngest team in football, but they're young enough to not understand where they're at in this year. They're not aware enough in veteranship to understand what's kind of going on. So they're just going to go out there and play football. While the Niners are veteran enough to understand where they're at, and they maybe overpress a little bit. They maybe try and press a little bit, knowing that they're third in the division. And even if they win this game, they're still not making the playoffs. They're still in third. As hard as they try, they'll still be in third place. And they're still not making the playoffs, so they maybe overpress a little bit. And I think that's where there's a huge opening for the Carolina Panthers to come in and steal a game. Knowing because the Panthers are playing with house money, Drew. They have nothing to lose. They're not hedging their future on this year. They're not hedging anything. They just have a bunch of young talent that are trying to put things together. A win for this entire season is Bryce Young is the quarterback that we want going forward in the future. That's all the pressure you have going in to this game is just let's see if Bryce Young can stack successes.
Mm-hmm.
I take him, but how do you view this kind of cross country travel? Because teams that tend to travel cross country don't do very well, and you're going from Charlotte, North Carolina, to Santa Clara, South to California.
Yeah.
I mean, how much do you think that plays a part in it? Do you think there's some jet lag there? Do you expect some slow offense to start the game with? I mean, how do you kind of take in all that travel and potential jet lag that may be there? Or are they too much professionals and can overcome it?
Every time you play an away game and travel, it's a little tough. You're not, in your home bed, you're sleeping in a hotel and yada yada. And it helps us out that it's a Monday night game, so we get a little bit of extra time.
You get that extra day.
It's not a Sunday 1 o'clock where you're kind of maybe a little time pressed and not used to the time change. So, I'm sure they got down there probably 2-3 days ago, and I'm sure they're pretty good to go and adjusted, and they'll be ready to go by tonight. I'm hoping. I'm just worried about the away atmosphere. I know we can sometimes crumble under that away pressure, especially if the crowd's rocking and we make a couple mistakes, and then the other team gets some momentum going. So I just need to see us get some momentum out early, get that crowd quiet. Don't let them get under Bryce's head. Let them get a little confidence.
Hell yeah.
And that's what we need, because once he gets his confidence going, he was kind of like Cam. If he gets his confidence going, he's a bad man.
Oh
But
yeah.
if he makes a mistake or two, and he gets into his head, man, he just breaks down. So but that might be a lot of quarterbacks. I'm sure it is.
I think it is. I
know,
think
it's-
I think that falls right
yeah.
in accord. But Drew, last thing before we leave our viewers to the rest of their Monday going into this game, go ahead and give me a score prediction.
Man, I think this is going to be a shootout. I think these teams are going to come out firing. I think we're going to have a little trouble on defense, just missing our linebackers, and San Francisco's just got an efficient offense, and our defense is solid, but like I said, we're missing some pieces, so might take us a little while to figure it out. But we usually come out second half playing a lot better, so they'll probably put up 17 points on us in the first half. It'll probably be like 17-7, 17-10 first half. They'll be up on us, and then I think second half we'll come out swinging. It'll be a good game until the end. I think we'll win 30-27.
I like that. I was going 31-17. That's the number I was feeling.
Oh.
Because I liked where you were going with 17-7, them being up 17-7, 17-10, something like relevant to that. And just allowing those second half changes to come into effect. And I think they take over. I think maybe, the Niners score quick, kind of score early, and then fizzle off because you're able to make a couple different adjustments. Because I think that the Panthers have better ball players than the Niners have superstars. Because they got Kittle. I mean, I'm not putting Brock Purdy as an elite superstar. They don't have any receivers that are superstars. Like, their biggest weapon on offense is George Kittle and their offensive line and McCaffrey. So it's like McCaffrey and Kittle. And I think there's more really good football players on the Carolina Panthers than there are on the Niners. And I think this is a very even matchup. I love that it's a 7-point spread. I fucking love that. Because that couldn't be more fucking false. And I really appreciate Vegas giving me free money there. But yeah, I'm going 31-17 because I there might be a missed extra point, maybe a missed extra point. Maybe I go for 2. Who knows? To get us there. But I'm going I think Panthers are going to win this pretty comfortably. I think they're really going to show up with some fire because they got some momentum going now. They got everything in front of them. So I think they're gonna do great there. What a fucking fantastic episode, Drew. As always. I mean, I think we're really starting to gain some traction here on these episodes getting going.
Yeah, I think so, man. And we're trying to get to that 300 subscribers, give away that gift card. So
300 subscribers again. Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, 300 subscribers. We're giving a gift card away. Hey, you know what? At 1,000, we're giving away an NFL jersey. From NFLshop.com, at 1,000 subscribers, we're doing a giveaway for an NFL jersey. It's like $130 from NFLshop.com.
We'll let you pick it.
That's right. Whatever team you want, and also, like we always say, come on the show. Comment down below. We want to add you to the show. We want as many people involved in this show as possible. And also, PSA. On Friday, I've got my college football expert coming in to talk about Ohio State, Michigan. Because it's a big game going into the weekend. It's about the only big game going into this weekend. So we'll have a great college football Michigan versus Ohio State show coming out probably about 3 o'clock on Saturday. Or not Saturday, but Friday. And I hope you guys all enjoy that. And Drew, anything else you got for us before we head out of here?
Just want to say, everybody, put your bets. Carolina Panthers +7 spread. It's a good, or shit, Put them on -3. You'll get some good money for that.
Put them -3. Hell, do what I'm doing. I'm putting $25 at plus 320.
For the money line?
Yeah, that's right. $25 on plus 320 is paying like $97.
Yeah, I might have to hop on that.
That's a good bet because I don't care about the points. Give me the big old W. Give me the W and I'm happy.
Yeah, I might take the money line and some Bryce over and pass yards.
That's right. Well, for all you guys out there, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Again, we want you to be on this show. Make sure you comment. Make sure you follow the new TikTok and X account at the Beers and Balls Show. That's the easiest way to get in contact with us because we want you to be that third window on this show. We want you right here, right underneath us, talking to us about your team, what you're mad about, what you're sad about, and what you're happy about. We want all the emotions of what your Buffalo Bills or Tennessee Titans or Houston Texans are doing to you. We want it all. So make sure you drop a like, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, hit us up in our DMs at the Beers and Balls Show. You'll come on. We'll have a great time. Cheers to you, Drew. I love you. Goodbye.
Cheers.